little black spots, they're like crescent moons. Those are to be lined up. When you line those up perfectly, there's a whole nother portrait here with the little mouth. And I'm going to point this down just a little bit, but you really, so there's these guides. And what's really amazing is these micro ripples. They say, where are the tool marks? The tool marks are so fine and detailed that they're not looking for them. Those are the tool marks. All those little notches, all those little ripples within this profile. Not just that one, but there's several profiles. Look at the gold inside of here. This is a really great mammoth effigy. I don't know what kind of tool this would be. RLJ Frog Pond would be upset with me for saying that, but I mean, it's a piece of crystal. It's got these kind of hashes through here. And the mammoth eye is carved out pretty well. There's also a face, you can see. Like a long, weird, kind of a cheap face, right? But it does have the cheekbone and the eye carving. So it's not, when you look at it like this, sure, but what you might be overlooking is all these other little ones. So this is just the one to get your attention. There's always one big outside image that's not like super wonderful or super great. You can see the coloration, the way that the face is separated. So this isn't an extremely proportioned face per se, but because that's a nose and there's another portrait under here. So whenever, you know, you see these, there's more to them than many expect. Even the people who see the art sometimes cannot see how deep these actually go. Just in this little green section is a portrait of a human, the nose right there. All the little ripples there. Of course, we have a mammoth here with the round head. This mammoth is really neat. This one has a glitter where you can really see the trunk. And I'll go ahead and compare him up to this one here. Take a look together. So, you see how the bumps on the trunk are very similar? Just kind of putting them up next to each other there. They're very detailed in their art. And really like the glitter one here, because the whole face of the mammoth and the trunk lights up. All at once. Now the rest of this does light up as well, but you have to tilt it for that. So the big eye of the mammoth is probably represented up here. Really nice. Beautiful. Sorry for bumping the camera like that. So in here, in this sparkle, you may be also able to see images. It's kind of the nature of it. It's pretty interesting. So, I hope you guys are having a great day. I am as well. I am kind of doing the Sunday night chill thing. You can see here how the beak and the eye is represented. He's also a great bird this way with the beak facing to the left, and that being the eye. See that little clear spot? This person, these people, so we'll just go ahead and take a look together here. We see the man. All these other smaller ones though as well. The main outside image is of the man, of course the longest point being the nose, and the neck sticking out here. kind of put him next to the girl so you can see the woman next to the man. So this man, he has a lot of different little portraits inside of him, as you can start to see here. And you see all these little juts and things. That's how you're going to be tuning in different portraits, these levels. You can be making those levels square, and that's really how you get this man out. This is the representation of the man, so that's the guide. So you take this flat surface, make it flat, line it up. You have the lips of the man and the nose and the bird head. So the bird head is very big. The very large eye right here. And he does have a shelf eye as well. Really neat one. So this woman one here, this man, and then we have another woman here. A couple different types. So this small little portrait right here, of course. Let's go ahead and remove this, and maybe we can stick this up here like this. There's so many on here, so we see the one with this, of course, on this side. You can see this one, two women facing each other. If you look at where the eye would be, the eye is located right here. Nose. And poking up, you can see that long nose, so there's going to be a portrait as well there. Looks like maybe a mammoth trunk. Geez, who knows? I mean, you can just go so deep with these things. That's what they're meant to do. They call them story stones. So when you look at this portrait, you can see how not just the face, the curve, and the nose, of course, chin line. It's almost the exact same, even though it's from a different side. But you also see these spikes, right? So we're looking at the levels of the stone. You can see how there's almost 3 levels. There's a line here too, so we have to examine that for another portrait, perhaps. And when we tilt this, it's when it really comes to life, and you can see the white, the black stripe. You can see how the stripes, perhaps some symbolism. There may be an eye right here. So this piece does have a section of heavy detail, and that's right here where you see all these small little ribs. That's where you're gonna find a lot of your, it's got a lot on it. This could be a whole family, you know, it's hard to say. A whole bloodline of people. So the silhouette is what we perhaps will look at here. And you can see how the chin, there's so much going on. That's what all those little ripples, you can see all those little teeth The level of detail is indescribable. It's unbelievable. Here's a duck. So the duck beak is white, and of course the eye is carved in here. You can see how it's kind of diamond shaped. The circle in the middle there. Could be an elephant as well. Kind of sick of mammoths. 100% honest with you guys. I really like these colors. It's, to me, I mean, to be able to have that from an ancient time, the color that they would like, I love it too. I think it's juicy. It looks like candy. It's yellow and red. It's so beautiful. Beautiful duck head. It looks so lifelike, you just don't believe it. Bird effigy. Who would have ever thought that was what a bird effigy was? Duck head. The white beak. This one's a really great one. So this one has a clay pack on it still. Of course, you can see the profile facing here. We have a carving for an eye right there. And the clay pack on here shows an image of a human with the white spot being the eye. This clay pack is also brought into the profile images. We're gonna have to wait until the sun, I think, comes out to really give it a good look, but this is a really excellent stone. I can tell because of how smooth it is. It almost feels soft when you touch it. It's got this incredible textures, these lines, these designs on here. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to show yet. I know that all of the motifs are going to be represented in this one though. I can already tell because it's a high level piece. Just because of the polish I can see on it and the large hole. There's a whole galaxy in this thing. That sounds pretty weird, but so you see the long nose. Watch this. You take it down and you bring it to normal size. You can see how the eye carving, so the hole for the eye. So you take that nose where it was long, nothing at the lips. Take it to where it's looks like a nose. Now it's pointy like a nose. And look at the lips. See how the lips have all the little ripples, all those little notches. The eye gets very defined. You can see the pupil of it right there. See the carving for it. And the black face. Those little ripples here for mouth. And you can see how the rest of this comes back. This is kind of the fundamentals of how you see this. It's very unexpected. How it works. I don't know if I have anything else to show you guys today. I know it's getting late. My parrot's outside in the front, so I have to go grab her. But here's the sandstone one next to the painted crystal one. You can see kind of the two faces together there. It's a really neat one. The sandstone one is much more easier, I guess. Much more easier. But the painted one is beautiful. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. And have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.